Everybody, welcome back to the EAFC West Ham career mode, and things are going very well recently. Actually, I played 2 games off camera, which was the Newcastle and Burnley games. We won them both. 2-1 against Newcastle, 3-1 against Burnley. Somerville and Fulkrog playing incredibly well. Fulkrog's first game back from injury was part 2 goals in the 3-1 win. I can't speak today, but yes, looking at the squad, I just wanted to go through this. So into the squad hub we go. Looking at the stats, you can see goals wise, it is Jared Bowen up there with 5 as our top goal scorer at the moment. He's also made some of the most appearances at 15. 3 assists for him. Fulkrug up there, 4 goals. He's doing really well. 4 in 4 in the Premier League. So it does seem to be that we score more and play better when he's in the team. Diouf from left back up there with 3 goals as well. Top assister for us is Diouf, Guilherme and Bowen and Callum Wilson all on 3. So just a quick update there about attributes for you. In terms of finances and contract expiry and things like that, Igor obviously on loan from Brighton. Fabianski's contract expiring, not too worried about him. Irving's contract is expiring. We're actually looking to sell him. Callum Wilson's contract is expiring as well, but we're going to let that one expire. Rodriguez, we have sold. Guido Rodriguez, he will be moving on in the next transfer window when it opens in January, which really isn't far away. So please do get your recommendations in the chat or in the comment section for players that we should go and look at. So we have sold Alfonso Areola, $8.5 million, because I forgot to change it to pounds. He'll be going to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Rodriguez is moving for $7 million to Fenerbahce in Turkey, which sort of makes sense. Turkish teams love signing an older player. So, yeah, those 2 are leaving the squad. Now, I've started to sort of put together a mini little shortlist here. Now, I need to try and remember how to do the shortlist, how to find it. Is it in Scout Report? Can I just go players that are shortlisted? No, that's everybody that all the scouts are finding as well. Search, I think, is just specific. Yeah, that's looking for specific people. It must be in Transfer Hub. Shortlist, there we go. So I've shortlisted a few players that I think could be good and realistic in terms of West Ham signing. So Hayden Hackney, very good for Middlesbrough in real life in the Championship. $10.5 million is a bit expensive, but 23 probably has room to grow, is being scouted as well. You can see there, CDM, central midfield. We do need a central midfielder that is younger and has a bit of stamina and aggression and pace around them. And Hayden Hackney brings all of that. Not the best in terms of, like, technical abilities, but in terms of play styles, long pass, inventive and press proven is good. We definitely need a striker. We've listed 28-year-old Gabriel Jesus as a potential option. Obviously in real life, not getting played by Arsenal. Think he would like to stay in the Premier League in real life. Would have to wait and see, but yeah, Gabriel Jesus is one. Piatek is on a free transfer. And this just interests me because he's worth like £16.5 million or dollars, and he's not dreadful. He's a target forward, which we like. He's very similar to Nicholas Fulkrog and is like 2 years younger. So I think you could bring him in as a stopgap and utilise Piatek for a while. Aerial fortress, game changer, precision header and finesse shot, which is really good. Fulkrog only has precision header, so I do think it would be very good as a free transfer. Let me know your thoughts on that one as well. We then have youngster Mikel Juragiza, who's market value is $46.5 million, so quite a lot. 85.1 minimum fee release clause. Really good. 79 rated at 22, I think is really good. And he has some decent attributes in there. Very good at passing. Relentless in his style as well. So there's potential for him to come in at central midfield as well. We're looking at Josh King from Fulham. We're halfway through scouting him, so I haven't got full knowledge yet. But only £3.8 million, 18 years old. You'd imagine has good potential in there as well. And is English, so would fit the squad quota. And under 18 and homegrown, so could be an interesting one. Ivan Toney is another one that we're looking at scouting for the striker position. Obviously, we know quite a lot about Ivan Toney. 29 years old, 6'2", is going to be physical and quick, which is really helpful, and would be homegrown in country to help out with registration as well. So would fit neatly into the Premier League registration. I just think it's a case of, would he realistically leave the pay of Saudi Arabia to come to West Ham? I'm not sure. Let me know down below. But they're the people I've shortlisted so far. Let me know who you think we need to have a look at shortlisting. Obviously, there's nothing else happened here. We have transfer listed Callum Wilson, Areola, Rodriguez, and Irvine. We've accepted offers for Irvine from Leicester. Oh, I think he is moving. I think he's moving to Leicester. I missed that in the news. He is moving to Leicester City for £2.6 million. So 3 of the 4 people that we've translisted have been sold and are moving in January. Callum Wilson is the anonymous one, or the anomaly in that list. At 33 years old, not much interest in him at all. But you'd like to think he would pick up a club anyway. But anyway, we're going to go and play Bournemouth. We're 9th in the league, Bournemouth are 16th. Let's get into it and see how we do against Iriola's team. Now, we can bring Fulkrug back into the starting lineup. He has been on the bench for every game since coming back from injury. Scarles is back from injury as well, but we don't need to bring him onto the bench at the moment. Susek Rodriguez is on the bench, but I think we're going to put Potts on there for a little bit more on there, and for a homegrown player on there. And I've been starting Mavropanos a little bit more, but everybody's fit and healthy. Let's get into it and take on Bournemouth. So here we go then. On the south coast, we've travelled down it, and yeah, using broadcast camera, which some of you can't believe I play the game in this camera. I like it because it shows the differences at the pitches that you're on. Obviously, Bournemouth is a lot smaller, so the broadcast camera itself is lower down on the pitch, as you can see. It feels like we're much closer to the pitch as David Brooks has the ball over to Senesi. It's actually much more difficult playing out of Bournemouth. That's a good challenge from Mavropanos. He's got to take his chance in the team now, hasn't he? He's got to do well. That's Bowen can't win that header. Flick down to Brooks. Alex Scott. Is it Alex Scott? I think it is Alex Scott. I know that's a female player as well. Oh, Christie could have put the ball through to Scott there, but missed the opportunity. Ward-Prowse tries to attempt the tackle. Here is Ivan Nilsson, who's a very good striker in real life. Wan-Bissaka covers that one, and we're just going to go again, and Hermansen's going to put much more through this, and that's better. Up to Fulkrug. Oh, we've got a run on here. Somerville, he's so quick. This ball's getting stuck in the wet. Lays it off to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse flicks it in. Fulkrug's in. What a goal. 1-0 West Ham. 6 minutes gone. And it's that man again. I told you, we play better. We score more when Nicholas Fulkrug is in the team. And he gets another goal. And every time it does this for a celebration, I think, man, he looks like Luke Shaw in the game. But Nicholas Fulkrug gets another goal. That's now, what, 4 in 4 for him, or 5 from 5, sorry, in the Premier League. But Ward-Prowse with the ball through. He actually lost his footing as he took his shot. It didn't matter. The big German up front gets another goal for the season. That is 1-0 West Ham. Brooks coming forward with it on the edge of the box. Tries to dink a pass out. Wan-Bissaka reads it well, and Jared Bowen can get the ball out to Luis Guilherme, who he's had a good sort of start to the season since we've shifted him out to the right-hand side. I do think we need potentially someone who's a little bit better and more consistent on that right-hand side, but for now, I'm pretty happy with how we're playing. We've not lost too many games. The teams above us consistently winning a lot, as Somerville. Oh, that could be a lovely one too. Ward-Prowse with a delightful pass in. Somerville, can he get it out of his feet? He's got Fulkrug calling for it in the near post. Fulkrug goes up for the header, but it's defended well, and you think Alejo will get this one away, and he does. Now Bournemouth have a chance here. Ivan Nilsson is the wrong side of Mavropanos, shoots Hermansen with a pretty easy save. Made it look better for the cameras, I think, there, but he held on in the rain, which is the main thing. As I will say as well, because it's Henzio Somerville, another one that you sort of feel like if there's a better option out there, we'll take it, but has definitely not let himself down at the beginning part of this season. Ward-Prowse into Jared Bowen, who's loving the role in behind the striker, as Fulkrug holds that up well. Good target man play. Here is Diouf, comes forward into Ward-Prowse. Up it goes to Somerville, just waiting for runners to come on side. Fulkrug's feet just not quick enough in that instance. Tackled well. Oh, ball through. Ivan Nilsson has avoided Mavropanos, and he puts his shot wide. I actually think it was Todibo he avoided. I'm blaming Mavropanos for everything. But yeah, shot wide from Ivan Nilsson. A threat there from Bournemouth. West Ham have got to stay on their toes. The away team with a 1-0 lead. Just got to keep it up and make it better, to be honest, if we can get a bit more. And Fulkrug, that's a great little dummy there from Somerville to come through. Diouf down the side. Really poor pass from the left back. And yeah, Bournemouth are going to counter at the end. This is an end-to-end game. I imagine this commentary is probably going to be quite long for the first game, and then coming up after this is a big trip. we're playing, is it Liverpool we're playing next? Because that is going to be very, very tough. And we're going to have our wits about us there, as Jared Bowen doesn't have his wits about him and gives that ball away quite cheapishly. As Scott comes forward into Eva Nilsson again. Eva Nilsson just holds onto the ball, twists and turns, create a bit of space for himself, but Todibo reads it that time. We're going to look to counter here. Somerville, Ward-Prowse. Just goes one way then the other. Fulkrog, blocked again. Bournemouth win the ball on the halfway line. Just over 10 minutes to go in this first half as Tavernier comes forward. That's easy for Mavropanos to claim that one. Somerville with a bit of pressure on his back, but does well to hold it off. Wan-Bissaka just dinks that one up towards the winger in Luis Guilherme, but loses the ball. Does Paqueta in the middle of the park. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably not playing Paqueta in a position to get the best out of him, but he is playing pretty well in there. We're playing him as like a holding central midfielder, and it means he gets on the ball a lot, but doesn't have too much output going forwards as Bournemouth look to come forward. Stolen that one well, and Diouf, it's a heavy pass, and Somerville loses out, and it could launch Bournemouth into an attack here. Mavropanos slides in, doesn't get the ball, but does hold Brooks up, and that gave enough time for Diouf to get back and win the ball, as Somerville just does well there. Good, nice and sensible. Eva Nilsson coming forward, he's burst through and it won't let me select the right person. Eva Nilsson shot straight at Hermansen, deflected to, oh wow. What's happening? Offside, he's offside, someone's offside. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Eva Nilsson should score. You can argue it's a big save from Hermansen. Yeah, Scott is well offside. But yeah, I mean, Hermansen held the rebound anyway, but that's probably why Bournemouth are near the bottom of the table. If you're not finishing chances like that, you're not going to be winning games. West Ham caught out again at the back as the ball comes through. Eva Nilsson shoots. It's Hermansen with a really good save. He's not the best goalkeeper in the world, Hermansen, but he does seem to make good saves at crucial times, which is, I've got no reason to want to replace him. That was a fiercely struck volley there. Jared Bowen could break pretty well here. It was a heavy touch, but he managed to get it through to Somerville, up to Fulkrog. Pass was overhit, and to be fair, will hold on to the ball. But yeah, Hermansen's been pretty decent for us in this first period of the season. I've got no issues or thoughts about replacing him at the moment. Obviously, we're doing this super, or as ultra realistic as possible, so we can't have lots of transfers all the time. But it also does mean we can't turn down bids that would be like realistically accepted by West Ham, and obviously the owners of West Ham are notorious for accepting bids on players and not reinvesting too much back into the squad. But at half-time, it is 1-0 West Ham. They would argue there's no improvements needed. Second half then, no changes for either team on the south coast, and Bournemouth know they'll have a lot of work to do to get back into this one. Up it goes towards Fulkrog. West Ham looking to start in the way they sort of ended, well, I'd say Bournemouth actually ended the first half better. That is a terrible pass. Back from Guilherme into Wan-Bissaka. And it does give Bournemouth a chance, and Todibo has got to get his afterburners on here to catch up with Tavernier, and he's forced him wide if not anything else. Tavernier turns, tries to get across him. He's actually dummied Wan-Bissaka. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was a great dummy at the end of it. But it is a corner to Bournemouth, and we've not been the best at defending corners. It's a deep one to the back post, and Jared Bowen has actually done really well. Oh, it's a heavy touch. Heavy touch. I could have had a counter-attack on there. Diakate, not really spoken about him at all in that first half, but he's done well there, and he's won a free kick. So Bournemouth with a substitution then. They have blinked first in the change. Iriola bringing on Patrick Kluivert to see if he can make a difference in this game. Not too sure he will. It was Scott going off, so it could be a slight change in system for Bournemouth. That is absolutely terrible. I don't know what Bournemouth were trying to do there, but Todibo very easily intercepted it, and Todibo's carried his run forward, the centre-back here. Does he fancy a bit of glory, Todibo? Jean-Claire Todibo still coming. Fulkrog overruns it, and now Todibo has to get back, and he has to get back quickly. Brooks, great flicked header from Brooks, saved on the rebound. Hermansen, another huge save. Hermansen has made two outstanding saves there from the first shot from Brooks, and then the rebound that fell to Eva Nilsson. He should score, but what a save from Hermansen. Made himself big, kept it out, and that corner is terrible. Luis Guilherme comes forward into Fulkrog, who holds it up. Jared Bowen didn't give him the best bit of movement there, and neither is Luis Guilherme. It's an easy 2-on-1, and they have finally worked it out now. In it goes Fulkrog! He's hit the side post, or the side netting. Oh, that was a great opportunity to go 2-0 up, and Brooks is being replaced by Semenyo. And, that should be 2-0 West Ham. Even Nelson picks the ball up in a dangerous position, lays it off to Semenyo, ball through, but again, covered well by Hermansen. He's had a really good game, the goalkeeper. Fulkrug does win the header, but it only falls to Christie. And he goes up towards Ivan Nilsson again, who is guilty of missing some very, very big chances for this Bournemouth team. And West Ham will be riding their luck a little bit. They would argue they should be 2 goals up after Fulkrug hit the side netting from a very good opportunity. But really, I would say Bournemouth should have scored. Ivan Nilsson has missed two sitters. Jarrod Bowen picks up the loose ball after a bit of confusion in the Bournemouth ranks. Fulkrug lays it off to Bowen again, twisting and turning too much of it at the defender though, and the Bournemouth fans are trying their best to get Bournemouth out of this trouble, as that's a horrible tackle. 20 minutes to go. First yellow card of the game will be coming to El Hadj Maki Diouf in the left back position, because that was nowhere near the ball. And that will lead to a triple substitution for West Ham. Wilson on for Fulkrug, Paqueta off for Potts, and Diouf, after picking up that yellow card, is off to be replaced by Kyle Walker-Peters as Bournemouth swing the free kick into a dangerous area. It was a good effort and well blocked, and Potts is on the ball and can bring this one forward pretty much unopposed from Bournemouth players there. His pass is not very good though. Lucky he's got Todibo to bail him out of trouble. Bowen turns, good ball out to Luis Guilherme. Luis Guilherme holds it up, finds Bowen. Bowen out to James Ward-Prowse, who, again, like most of this team, has been very, very solid. If not, he's not been spectacular, but he's been very solid in the midfield for us, and he just keeps the ball ticking over nicely, like he is now. He finds Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen, that's a lovely ball through into Luis Guilherme. Cuts it back. Callum Wilson, it's 2-0. Callum Wilson against his former club. Oh, he's off the bench and gets his second goal of the season. He's only got 2 in 10. It's not quite anywhere near Fulkrug's record, but what a little move that was. Jarrod Bowen with a lovely pass through to Guilherme. Dinked the ball in. Callum Wilson on the volley. We get the lovely replay that just turns us round in 360, and then just keeper's got no chance from that sort of range. 2-0 West Ham. Luis Guilherme picking up space again, Guilherme, and he's on this side. Swings across in towards the back post. Not the greatest header. Adams is there to tidy it up for Bournemouth though, and yeah, West Ham look like a team on a mission this season. This will be their 3rd win in a row if it stays like this, and that is a very good feat for Cultured Left Foot and his team. And you can see the improvement from replacing Graham Potter already. And this is something the fans are going to be absolutely delighted with, as with pressure. The pressure from the front sort of 3 is really good. Bournemouth managed to play their way through it this time, but generally the pressure's been good. And Potts has come on and done okay in the middle as well, giving a bit of game experience as that ball goes through. Shot! It's another really good save from Hermansen, and he's delighted with it. But yeah, Bournemouth still showing they can be a threat. But 2-0, 8 minutes to go. They sub off Adams from the back. Maybe it's a change of system for Bournemouth. Clivert coming a long way forward. That shot from Diakate just bobbles off his foot, and easy for Hermansen to get to. And West Ham now, let's just look to kill the game off. So as the time ticks down, we've got 3 minutes of time added on, and we're already halfway through that as Tavernier looks over the top, and that's easy for Hermansen to claim. And that should really secure the win for West Ham, as Luis Guilherme gives the ball to Potts. Potts goes long and into the corner, just trying to waste a bit of time. It's actually a glorious pass from Potts as Somerville swings it in. Bowen's made a run, and it was one final chance for West Ham as Petrovic claims the ball. The ref blows his whistle. 2-0 to the Hammers. Bournemouth fans are going to go home disappointed. So next up, we're taking on Liverpool, who are actually below us in the table in 8th. We are sitting nicely in 6th at the moment, which is superb. We are 2 points off Everton in 5th, 3 points off Aston Villa in 4th, 4 points off Arsenal in 3rd. Liverpool are only 1 point behind us in 8th, so they could leapfrog us with a win today. We're going to stick with the same team. It was a clean sheet and 2 good goals. We're going to mix this up. We're going to put Wilson out for Fulkrug and Mavropanos back in for Igor at the back. But yeah, I think that's how we play. Let's get into the game against Liverpool at the London Stadium, at the Olympic Stadium, whatever it's called. That is where we're playing. It's going to be Liverpool, a very tough game for us. And here we go then. Alexander Isak. In fact, let's go through the Liverpool team, because I do sort of want to see what what they're playing. So that's tactics. How do I look at the Liverpool team? I think it's performance, isn't it? You have to do it in performance and then go like that to Liverpool. So they are starting with Isak up front, Wirtz in behind him, Gakpo on the left, Salah on the right, Endo and Gravenberch in holding midfield, Kirkes on the left, Konate, Van Dijk, Frimpong and Alisson in goal. Leaving McAllister on the bench, Connor Bradley, Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Joe Gomez, Ekatike sits on the bench, as does Szoboszlai, Robertson and Mamadashvili. So a very, very good team for Liverpool, and they're in their away kit. They've got this one underway in London. Let's see. It's two very good teams, but we're in form at the moment, and they're not. As Bowen, well, we've won the ball back early there as Somerville comes forward, and I don't want to be giving him too much space. Somerville, he's got options. That was a really good bit of defending there. I think that was Frimpong getting back and winning it well. Oh, Paqueta's won it really well in the centre of the park. Go up to Fulkrog, who can try and hold this one up, and he's done a superb job of that, allowing us to get a few more men forward. Ward-Prowse out to Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen tries to go around Frimpong, puts a cross in, looking for Fulkrog. It's actually going to be falling to Paqueta here on the edge. Luis Guilherme back to Paqueta. Ward-Prowse just invites Wan-Bissaka forward. Wan-Bissaka can go back to Ward-Prowse. It goes into Paqueta. Lovely little dink over. Oh, great work from Gravenberch to intercept it. Again, West Ham come forward and the defender stepped out into Luis Guilherme. And it goes to Bowen. His shot could only go straight at Alisson. And it turns out to be an easy save for the Liverpool goalkeeper. But yeah, Liverpool defensively are looking pretty weak. And we haven't seen too much of them attacking-wise. But you've got to feel all they need is one real chance. So if we can close them down quickly like that, that is going to be wonderful. Jared Bowen comes forward with this. Still going, Bowen. Holds it up. Lots of space out there for Luis Guilherme again. He's going to be looking for Ward-Prowse. It's Virgil van Dijk with a good header away. And Gakpo gets it into the feet of Florian Wirtz. Up to Isak. I've not seen too much of him on the ball yet. Gakpo under pressure and holds off Aaron Wan-Bissaka well. Gravenberch into Endo. Not afraid to push forward the Japanese international. Gakpo's there at the moment. Great tackle from Luis Guilherme. Throw into Liverpool. Here is Florian Wirtz from that throw, and he's actually lost the ball and then won it back. And Wirtz is in! And Liverpool, with their first real attack and real chance of the game, make it 1-0. Now, EA said they've got rid of that, where you win the ball and the AI immediately wins it back off you. But that's what happened there. Florian Wirtz lost the ball from a good tackle from, I think it was Todibo, and then won it back off them. He gets his 6th goal of the season. And Liverpool are 1-0 up in what is a big game for this point of the season. Wirtz is here. And yeah, it's a low little driven shot past Hermansen. He should score from there. The keeper's not really going to have much chance. 1-0 Liverpool. Bowen, Paqueta comes forward with it. Again, loads of space out wide for Luis Guilherme. We need to try and exploit that and get those crosses into the box. Paqueta. Up it goes to Ward-Prowse. Not too much in terms of options in the space. Ward-Prowse out to Luis Guilherme again. Not a huge amount of pressure on him. Does manage to dig out a cross, but it's going to be easy for Gravenberch. Paqueta keeps it alive. Great touch from Bowen there. Flicks it off. Somerville. Oh, he went for a very ambitious shot from range, and now the very speedy Frimpong is bringing the ball out from the back, and he's already past the halfway line for Liverpool, and you can just see the attacking options they have. Luckily for us, that pass from Endo was not very good, and that's a great one too to get round the defence. Luis Guilherme is there. I just didn't realise I'd already beaten the man. Paqueta. Fulkrog into Bowen. Fulkrog tried to give it back to him, but it wasn't a good bit of hold-up. Well, it was a good hold-up play. It wasn't a good pass. And Liverpool are, 1-0 up and can afford to pass the ball around the back. 20 minutes gone. Here is Isak on the ball. Holds it up really well, Alexander Isak. He's turned and held that up, looking for options. He's still turning and holding the ball and looking for options. Gravenberch out to Frimpong. They're trying to put a little bit of pressure on this very, very talented Liverpool team. Up to Salah. Mo Salah turns. That's a really good challenge from Mavropanos. He deserves his position after the last game. And we can counter as Liverpool have pushed a lot of people forward. And Crescenzio Somerville, I don't think he's got the pace to get away from Frimpong there. And this one goes to Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen flicks it over to Lucas Paqueta. It's not a good shot. Went first time with it. Disappointing. Arnie Slot on TV. Give us a wave. This is the first time Mo Salah's got into a bit of space in this game. Malik Diouf, not slow. He's definitely caught him up there. Salah twisting and turning, shows too much of it to Mavropanos again. Bowen comes forward. Fulkrog as well to hold it up. But again, they just get, if you don't move it, pass it quickly, they get those numbers back very, very rapidly. Arnie Slotter's drilled this team well as Frimpong first time he's overlapped, puts in a cross into the box. Header from Gakpo. 2-0. He out jumps Wan-Bissaka. I think that's 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals for Liverpool. And Cody Gakpo goes to celebrate with his manager. Frimpong, first time we've seen him on the overlap, really good cross in, and Gakpo just gets the wrong side of Wan-Bissaka. Great header into that far post. 2-0. So with 10 minutes to go in the first half, West Ham know they're going to have to be a little bit more adventurous with chucking people forward, and it's going to leave them open to counter-attacks like this as Salah comes forward. Surely he's got the pace to get away from Ward-Prowse. He has got the pace to get away from Ward-Prowse. And he turns nicely, holds it up. Mo Salah into the feet of Alexander Isak. Isak shoots past the post. Wan-Bissaka, lovely ball down the line to try and release Luis Guilherme again. It's a good back heel. Paqueta's given him the 1-2. Oh, he's offside. That was a lovely move down the right-hand side. Just offside, I think. Is it close? It's not close. He's miles off. Jared Bowen trying to launch an attack for West Ham. Just lays that one off to Paqueta. Well held up by Fulkrug. Finds Bowen again into Luis Guilherme. But Kerkez this time does actually get the ball and defended it well. Cody Gakpo tries to bring it forward. Jared Bowen stays with him and wins the West Ham throw. 3 minutes to go until half-time here. Wan-Bissaka. That's a good ball fired over towards Somerville. Jared Bowen, I was trying to get on the end of that one, but it looked like it was more in path for Fulkrug as Liverpool now really putting the defensive blockers onto this West Ham team. We were, I'd say, dominating the first 20 minutes, but now we're really struggling to break through, and Salah's in there again. Isak with a header off the bar, and Cody Gakpo beats a very slow reacting Todibo, and it's 3-0 Liverpool, and I don't think we deserve this. I do not think West Ham deserve this. 3-0 down at home. Isak with a great header off the bar. Todibo really slow to react. Gakpo with a well-timed header. 3-0 Liverpool. Half-time then in London. 3-0 to the visitors. Liverpool showing how clinical you need to be champions. 4 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. Well, 4 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. Yeah, that's what it's been. Unbelievable. Right, second half, we've given the boys a rocket up their arse. We've made 1 sub, and that's Paqueta off, Sosek on. We've gone for a bit more height and physicality in the middle rather than that Brazilian flair, as Ward-Prowse just robbed very easily by Gravenberch there. But yeah, we need a better half. We just need to take our chances, really. That's what we need to do. Foul given away by Mavropanos, but I don't mind it. A little bit more aggression in this game wouldn't go amiss. Mo Salah, ball forward into Alexander Isak. Here is Endo, back to Florian Wirtz. Lovely pass to find Mo Salah, who's cutting on this side. Does still get a shot off Hermansen with a good dramatic save. Held onto the ball well, and we need to counter quickly while they're chucking these people forward. Somerville. Nice little ball roll. Holds it up, waiting for the runners. Somerville. There is the runner. It's Diouf. Diouf can play that one inside. Gravenberch. What a foot that is to stop that pass. Mo Salah down the right. Cuts back in. Great cross into the box again. Endo with the header. That might be a corner. I think it might have hit Todibo last. No, it didn't. But yeah, Liverpool have gone slightly more defensive, although they've just brought on McAllister for Endo. But yeah, we're struggling to now break through them. And that's a very good interception from Cody Gakpo. Mo Salah, ball through. Isak! I mean, it was all so quick. I wasn't commentating. 4-0. 2 for Alexander Isak. And Mo Salah gets an assist. And we've kept Mo Salah quiet all game. They've still scored 3. Like, this Liverpool team is extraordinarily good. Yeah, 1 in the middle of the park by Gravenberch. Up from Salah. Isak first time. Great finish. I mean, they should be champions. What they're doing down in 8th, I have no idea. But yeah, this game is pretty much done and dusted, I think. I mean, we have to remember this isn't a game we would have signposted to pick up 3 points. We would have loved a point out of this, I think. That's a terrible pass. But yeah, we've been on a great run of form. Three wins in a row is really good. We've got ourselves up to challenging for the European places, which is nice. We just need to make sure we're still here, as that's going to fall to McAllister with good fortune. 5-0 Liverpool. They just don't miss. They just don't miss. We'll look at the match stats after, but I'm pretty sure that's 6 shots, 5 on target, 5 goals. Ridiculous like stats for this squad. 5-0. The fans aren't going to be happy, but not much we can do. This second half we've not played brilliantly. First half I feel like we played really well and we actually deserved a goal. We just didn't get one. As Somerville does find Diouf, and he goes on the overlap as well, but good defending from Frimpong. This Liverpool team are absolutely insane. Go on, make a run. Get down there. Go on, Ward-Prowse. Lay that one back. Right, Diouf, you've got time to pick out across it and swing it in towards the back post. Kirkez was the obvious target to try and exploit. He is quite small. Susek wins the ball. Susek again. Into Luis Guillem. Had a really quiet second half, Luis Guillem. Not really done much at all. Ward-Prowse is there. Managed to flick it on. Come on, Susek. That's why we brought you on, to be physical. And you've lost the ball to Alexis McAllister. Salah looking to counter-attack. Going wide. We know he's going to want to cut in onto that left foot. He's actually used Frimpong on the overlap, and Frimpong is quick. Diouf tries to put a block on the cross. Isak with a header. It's another shot off target, which is nice. And Cody Gakpo's race is run for the day. 20 minutes to go. And Sozoblai is going to come on. You'd assume to play in central midfield, and someone else would move out to the left, but you never know. Good ball that. Sosek picks the ball up. Does find Fulkrug. Fulkrug does well to find Sosek into Luis Guillem. Luis Guillem looking for Fulkrug again. Flicked on. Bowen couldn't get there. Really good defending from Frimpong. What has been evident in this game is how quiet Liverpool have kept Nicholas Fulkrug. We got off to a really good start and had an opportunity between him and Jared Bowen. Oh, Sozoblai is on the left and he's absolutely diddled his way past Wan-Bissaka there. Yeah, we'll bring him down. That's fine. 5-0 down. We'll pick up a yellow card. Not a problem. So it was a yellow card for Jean-Claire Todibo for that foul, as we have managed to win the header in the box, which is good, and potentially launch a counter-attack here. Fernandez has come on to replace Ward-Prowse. Somerville's done very well there, and Crescenzio Somerville could be in. Somerville shoots straight at Allison. Not a good shot on his left foot, running out of a bit of steam. But yeah, I mean, that's our first real chance of this second half, isn't it? We've really not been great. Somerville swings this one in towards Todibo. In there is a big man. Bowen twists and turns. Can't quite get his shot off. It's actually very good defending from Mo Salah. Todibo's going to slide in there, but already on a yellow. Don't want to go down to 10 men. That would just be stupid in this sort of game. 5-0 down. No need to do anything silly. Let's just play for a bit of pride in the final 10 minutes. Mo Salah on the edge of the box, and you know that's a danger. And he goes to Isak. Ball round the corner. What a save from Hermansen. Don't know how too much he knew about it, but a really good save from Hermansen. We'll bring Kilman on because Todibo's on that yellow card. But it could have been 6. At least they're missing a few shots, but let's see. Salah takes it short, looking for Curtis Jones, who's come on, I think, to replace Endo. I'm not 100% sure. Back to Salah. Little flick to the edge of the box. Konate moves it on one more. Sozoblai walking this around. Really good block from Max Kilman, who just came off the bench. Van Dijk on the edge of the area. Yeah, okay. We've quelled that danger for now. But here is Curtis Jones still on the ball. Susek, that's better. That's better from Susek. Go on, Wilson. Get on your bike. Yeah, you've got to give me a better run than that, Callum. Somerville. Forward it goes. Callum Wilson just turns into trouble and just absolutely swarmed. As soon as you get the ball and have to turn back to try and hold on to it. Liverpool are everywhere. 3 minutes to go. Walker-Peters brings the ball out. Is there a consolation goal here for West Ham? It's the woman left back, Walker-Peters, in the best position. And again, very good defending from Alexis McAllister. We've got about a minute to go in this one. Alexander Isak still winning all the headers as the balls come up. He has been unplayable today, Alexander Isak. 2 goals. Really good pass completion rate. Won lots of his duels. That is an absolute smashing. West Ham 0, Liverpool 5. Well, very thoroughly put in our place by Liverpool there, weren't we? We actually, a game of 2 episodes, dominated Bournemouth. Game of 2 episodes? An episode of 2 games is what I was trying to say. Dominated Bournemouth, destroyed by Liverpool. But we are edging into December, a very busy month in December. We'll be back to play Man United, Aston Villa. Oh, we've actually got Brighton twice in the league. We're going to do 2 episodes for December because it gives you more time to put your recommendations in for transfers as well. So we're going to do Man United and Villa in the next episode, simming Brighton. And then we're going to do Man City and Brighton, simming the Boxing Day fixture versus Fulham. So I look forward to that one. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. And as we're edging towards January, the spreadsheet's going to make an appearance. I can't wait for that. See you later. Cheers.